So, last time we played, we pretty much did all the side stuff we could, and now we're at endgame. There's only one thing left to do, and it's going through more of the end of the world.
Ooh, end of the world. I can pretty much guarantee you're only going to be here for like maybe 2 hours tops.
Yeah, because we've already made it through a lot of this area. I mean, we went through all the enemy gauntlets here already. So, I would feel like this is almost like a halfway point in the end of the world. Which is pretty good.
Well, no, I know what the definite halfway point is.
Okay, so we're not there yet, but it feels like you could be.
You're almost there, though.
So last time we made it pretty far into these little fiery sections, so this time we're at the actual fire. Interesting.
Actual fire. More freaking heartless. These dudes.
Yeah. Which at this point is kind of a joke to us because of how strong we are. Okay. Guess we're leaving.
Hi, bye.
Can't open door? Well, guess I'm going home.
You have no home, Sora.
That's true, we kind of left it.
Born of hearts and darkness, blah 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 blah. Seize all the hearts.
Okay, who has the biggest heart? Can we just sacrifice it? I think that's what we need to do. 7 hearts, 1 key. Alright, kill all the maidens. Got it.
Well, that's the thing. You kind of already sacrificed it when Sora did.
This is true. I mean, I did turn into a heartless for like 2 minutes. And then I was hugged out of it.
Killing all the freaking heartless. Got an elixir.
Well, they left our portals here, so I'm imagining we're going to be portal jumping. I played Portal before. I like this.
I'm playing with portals. Having fun with portals. I think this room is just if I remember correctly, it's just here.
Yeah, more or less to kind of explain that little plot point about the hearts and then get a free item.
You started learning a little bit about Ansem in this part, so...
I mean, that makes sense because we kind of seen him appear and then he left. So Sora kind of needs to know more about his enemy.
Not that Ansem. The other two Ansem.
Oh, that's right, because this is a confusing storyline.
There's like 3 Ansems, 2 Themnis, and a bunch of others.
There's 13 Xehanorts.
Yeah.
Is it weird to say that Bayonetta still has a weird, more confusing plotline than this? Because it's already kind of out there.
I have to say, no, I have to say yes on that because...
And you haven't even played 2 yet, and so you don't even know half of what I'm talking about. It gets even weirder.
I only played Bayonetta 1, and I beat it, and I still don't understand what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
I understood, like, the whole left eye of the world thing and stuff like that, but to be honest, I didn't understand what in the hell. How did she meet up with her child self?
That's pretty much the whole plot point of both games in general. You experience what happens, and at the very end of the plot, you ask yourself, what just happened?
This is the halfway point. This is the midpoint boss. This guy, I don't know if you've recognized... Do you recognize this character, Lester?
Not right away, no.
You ever seen the original Fantasia?
If I did, like, a very long time ago.
Okay, this is the... There was a song, that had the devil in it. This is the devil.
Oh, good. We have gone to hell.
What is he actually has a name. I forget what his name is. Forgot what the song is.
I mean, honestly, the devil's kind of a pushover for us right now with our dang strength being as powerful as it is.
I'm gonna be honest with you, this boss isn't that hard. Just wait until he's someone's fire, though.
I think the biggest thing that makes him really easy is that he's a giant target that doesn't really move much, which is how I've already got him down to yellow. I will admit right there, yeah, that fire does hurt, but it's big, so I'm not surprised.
You're kind of a little bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, just a bit.
Chernenbog, that's his name.
Man, that's a confusing name, Devil.
Chernenbog.
Really? You had to move for the last swipe?
He was in what is it? The portion of Fantasia called Night on Bald Mountain.
He's not that bad, as you
No,
can
he
tell.
was kind of
Yeah, like I said, the biggest thing that makes him a lot easier than you would expect is he doesn't move, and he's a giant target. A lot of those attacks are very telegraphed. Honestly, the only one I really couldn't see coming was that giant fire blaze thing. That's now my glide is upgraded. Neat.
Yeah, you got Super Glide from beating it. It allows you to glide faster. That's essentially what it is.
Yeah, I mean, cool. At this point, I don't know if we're going to be using much more glide. Maybe in some circumstances. Okay, I'm going to assume that's a yes.
Yeah, you will.
Oh, okay, well, starters camera, please. And 2, which portal do you pick? The top one or the very bottom one? Well, you know we're over here.
Which portal do I pick?
Oh my god, this is a rabbit hole portal.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of curious. Let me check the top one real quick.
Hello,
Hey.
Super Spire. How are you doing today?
Hey, Super Spire. How you doing?
You got Spider-Man. Seeing a lot of people getting Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only game I'm hearing people talk about this week, which I'm not surprised because it just came out like 2 days ago. I've heard it's pretty good so far, at least, which is good.
I was good too. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pick it up whenever it's cheaper.
Not the same because I still already have too many games to play.
Yeah, and not only that, it's just like I like Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not really that interested. I never was really that interested in Spider-Man, to be perfectly honest.
Well, the thing is, honestly, out of all the superhero games, I think Spidey had the best track record.
Yeah, I have to say that too. It's just it's not that I don't like it. It's just like I'm just not as interested in it right now as like Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest 11 came out this week too, so it's just like I kind of want if I had to choose one, I'm gonna go the one that interests me right now.
Well, pretty much.
Spider-Man, I can always pick up later. It's kind of how I had, because I know PS4 games will go down in price like a year from now.
Well, give it a month. It will be the best-selling game for the longest time. Then it'll be like a 20% sale or something.
Okay, this area is called Final Rest.
Gee, I wonder if they wanted you to die in this area a lot.
This is
no.
This is literally the last room
Before you go fight the final boss.
Ah, I see. So basically, make your save here and do any last-second preparation if you're not ready to go fight the final boss. Makes sense.
Yeah.
RPG logic.
The thing is, though, before you can access the save point, you have to go through a gauntlet of enemies. And I mean a gauntlet.
That's fun.
You'll see this door right here. It will start cracking. You have to keep fighting enemies until all the pieces crack off.
I mean, if it goes with the standard 4-heart association, that's not too bad, but I imagine they're going to draw out some of these fights, so we're going to be here for a bit.
Yeah.
I will say, I don't know if it gets any better in the other games. I would hope so, but the only major complaint I've noticed this entire playthrough when it comes to controls is the lock-on. As soon as you defeat one enemy, it just turns off.
Yeah.
I would hope there'd be an option in future games to just have it lock on to the next enemy.
Amber, do you know if 2 does change lock on after you defeat an enemy?
I think it does. If I remember right, it does.
Okay, so that's better. Because I heard basically, with Kingdom Hearts 2, they basically fixed a lot of the issues people had with Kingdom Hearts 1. Even the controls, people said that with. So I was hoping this could have been one of those things, too.
It's been a while since I've actually played 2, so.
The thing is, though, I didn't in Kingdom Hearts 2. I was so used to Kingdom Hearts 1's lock on that I still did it anyways. So I can't even answer that question properly. But yeah, this is.
I'll go play Kingdom Hearts 2 and find out.
Yeah. Now on 60 frames because the PS4 version is great.
Yeah, this is called Final Rest, and this is literally the last.
Ooh, he just got Gale, which
Gale,
is
you need a lot of Gales for ultimate weapon and stuff like that. I know that much.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think I'm not grinding that one out. Otherwise, we'd be here for another like 7 sessions of just grinding.
I don't think so. It's not as bad as you think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a lot of grinding sessions probably, and
Yeah,
that's yeah.
Knowing where all the there's guides out there that tell you exactly how many of everything you need in order to completely get Ultima.
Yeah,
And
which
if you
honestly, that's the good thing about living in a digital age. It makes stuff like that a lot more seamless and quicker.
But yeah, it's Lucid Crystals. That's good. Yeah, there's just a lot of it's not as bad as you think. Like I can do the whole grinding session for Ultimate Weapon in like one night, so it's not as bad as you think it is.
Yeah, which, you know, if I calculate that down, it may be like 2 or 3 sessions at the most. Which is still not that bad. Still not a thing I would want to do on a stream. Because personally, I never liked grinding on streams. That's never fun.
You're not a Ted. You don't do grind.
Pretty much.
You don't do Power Warriors grind fests.
I haven't really played that game in a few weeks. That's another thing too.
I'm glad that you like it though.
Oh, that's good. I'm sad I didn't actually play too much of it back in the Wii U days. I played enough to get a feel, but then I should have finished that story mode. Dang it. It's a good game.
I played it like 3 or 4 times now.
Amber's played it like, I don't know how many times. She loves that game. That's her favorite Wii U game, actually. She had a favorite though.
Yeah. Too bad now. It's no reason to go back to Wii U. Not that that version's bad, because definitely play that before 3DS. Dear God, that version's awful. But with the Switch version now, it's like, if you have it, there's like no point. That version fixes a lot of issues that the game had on Wii U. And plus, with all the like extra additions, it just makes the game flow better too. Like, you know, multiple characters per mission. That's a huge help. There's some missions I don't think I would have been able to beat as smoothly in the story mode if I didn't play as like 3 different characters.
You know why, Amber, the number 4 is associated with the heart?
Why?
Because there's 4 chambers to your heart. There's like 4 chambers in your heart itself.
I guess that would make sense.
That's why. Anyways, this is Final Rest. This is the last save point before you can go to the final boss.
The last save point in the whole game.
The last save point in the whole entire game. So you better get your stuff ready.
Pretty much. Just go with your final equips, your items, everything.
I saw one that the attack went up. Oh, that's
This
AP.
may be the better one to swap out.
Sorry, it's AP. I'm sorry, I was looking at it wrong. I'm liking Mega Man 11. I'm playing the demo right now. Game is really fun. Like, this is exactly how I wanted Mega Man to evolve. Like, I like the 8-bit Mega Man games, but I think this is proper. Like, this is what 8 should have been in a way. You know what I mean?
I think my biggest problem I had with like 9 and 10, after I played all the other ones, like they were really good games. It's just why the heck did they neuter Mega Man and just give all his extra abilities to Proto Man? Besides making you pay for the DLC of the first game, kind of made him worse in a bad way. So it seems like 11 pretty much fixes that, and that's what I'm happy with.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of excited for Mega Man 11.
I mean, it comes out in less than a month, so it's close.
Comes out in October 2nd.
Yeah, which is convenient for me because it's like one day before I have to worry about a new billing cycle. So that's in my September purchase list apparently. Like, thanks. That kind of helps space things out for me better, even though it's only like a $30 game.
He has a slide. Oh my god. He does have a slide.
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking
at all.
about. Because that was the thing I noticed during the reveal trailers. He had pretty much everything. His charge shot, his slide, like, it's all back.
Capcom's really had a redemption cycle this year.
Yeah.
When you really think about it. Got Mega Man 11, DMC 5, Resident Evil 2 Remake. What else did they have? They did something else. Don't you hear anything?
No, all I hear is music.
Yeah, this is warning you saying,
Yeah,
hey,
this is basically your
back-
final stop.
Go back anymore.
Yeah, this is why you save before you leave, because I imagine this is one of those games you don't get a save after you beat it, so save now, in case you want to go back.
Yeah.
Hey, at least this isn't like the Super Metroid save room where like, alright, here's your final save of the game. By the way, if you miss 100%, you're stuck here. Have fun.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, like if you want 100% that game, but you want to backtrack, save before you get to the final save point in Torian. The first one, you can go back. The second one, you're locked in.
I made the stupid mistake of doing that in my first playthrough.
Yeah, same. And then you learn for future playthroughs.
Now, there's a plethora of things you could do with this game before, after you beat it. Like, you can go get Ultima, try and beat the bosses you couldn't beat, which was like only 2 of them. You can only, except
Which,
for Ultima.
if we honestly did want to retry that, those would be like bonus sessions like later down. And that would just be pretty much me trying to beat those guys.
Is this my island?
Hey, we're back home. Mom, is dinner ready yet?
By the way, I brought some friends. Sorry it took me a while.
Yeah. I hope you didn't die while I was gone. The island kind of got swallowed alive.
Essentially here, I think they want you to go, if I remember correctly. They want you to go back to the door.
Yeah, probably.
But there's like 2 doors, 3 doors.
Honestly,
Which doors?
you know, I haven't really noticed it too much, but now I'm feeling it. Super Glide does not feel any better than normal Glide. This feels almost the same speed. It's like maybe what? If you're gonna compare it to a car, it's like speeding up by 1 extra mile. It does not feel any faster.
Nah. That's why it's like they give it to you. It's just like
It's so late because it doesn't really matter. It's a minor upgrade, not like the other things where it actually made a pretty big difference.
This world has been connected.
What was that?
Tied to the darkness. Soon to be completely eclipsed. There is so very much to learn.
Oh good, now the water's polluted.
So little.
Oh, great.
I already have to deal with that enough around here. Don't put it in my video games.
One who knows nothing can understand.
This hits too close to home.
Where's the dead fish?
This hits too close to home. Hi, Riku.
Why are you wearing a skirt?
Because he can. He wants to feel beautiful.
Don't judge him,
Yeah.
okay? Gosh. He's already dealt with darkness in this game.
Oh, so he's emo. Okay.
If you want to compare the real world, that's not
Grew
wrong.
up This tiny place. To the heart-seeking freedom, this island is a prison, surrounded by water. And so this boy sought out to escape.
Spoilers,
from
that's not
his
really very cute, though.
He sought a
Yeah,
way to
it's his
cross
body,
over
but it's not
into
actually
other
him.
worlds, and he opened his heart to darkness.
Why does Sora look like he's about ready to just hang some tens and go surfing?
It's yourself, dude.
Don't bother. The voice can no longer
There's
reach him
Ansem.
where he is.
One of the Ansems.
His heart belongs again
Voiced
to
by Billy
darkness.
Zane.
All worlds begin in darkness, and all souls.
Man, he brought the island
The
again.
heart is
That
no
poor
different.
Destiny Island.
Stop
Darkness
breaking
sprouts
the
within.
island.
It grows, consumes it. Such is its nature.
Seriously, look at Sora's pose. He's about ready to go surfing.
Every heart returns to the darkness whence
There's
it
that
came.
dude.
You see, darkness is the heart's true essence.
That's not true. The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may even give in. But I've learned that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
So you have come
All right,
this
this
far.
part, next
Still
part
you
can either
understand nothing.
piss you off
Every light
or
must fade.
you're just like,
Every
why?
heart return to darkness.
Well, we'll see which result we get.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you have to fight. Ansem. I'm talking about the next part at the end.
Oh, okay, so this is nothing then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it can be. You just gotta be careful.
He likes to guard with that demon.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's just kind of here's his meat shield. Hey, I have 2 of those. Donald, Goofy, sacrifice.
Donald, Goofy, sick him.
I mean, I would have the other one sick him, but Donald's already dead. I swear that guy dies way more than he should, but that's Donald.
Because he's a mage, that's why.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Goofy, share your health with him. You have so much health. I don't think hurting the share some of it would be a big deal. You can do it.
Goofy glide over to him. It's so funny. So I ended up having to pre-order the ukulele physical copy on
Yeah, I
Switch.
heard you talk about that on Twitter. I'm surprised you did.
Well, I got an email from the Kickstarter saying they gave a 10% discount for it because I was a backer.
Interesting. I mean, I'm kind of glad they did something like that. It's actually very surprising they decided to, though.
Yeah, so I was just like, you know, if I don't do
Get
this,
off.
if I don't do this, I'll miss out on that discount. So I was just like, okay.
How much is it, though? I haven't looked. I know it's kind of up there.
It's freaking $40.
That's it? Wow, I thought it was going to be more, honestly. Because
I'm
the physical
sorry.
version of the game normally is supposed to be 40.
Oh, I'm sorry, it was $45. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean, it's
So without the
$45.
discount, it's probably like 60.
Yeah, it cost me $50 altogether.
Unless you want to get the N64 box version.
Yeah, and then 64 box is like $173.
Okay, that makes more sense. That's stupid, though, but that makes a lot more sense.
Freaking cardboard. I'm not spending.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen the collector's market with cardboard? Cardboard, for some reason, is very expensive, and I don't get why.
You're doing good, Lester.
Yeah, I'm glad the shadow finally got off me. Man, that was annoying. It doesn't really do much damage, it's just kind of there as a nuisance. Kind of like his stupid guardian blocking. Stop it.
Guardian.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop.
There. Dead.
Alright. That wasn't the only time you're fighting
Well,
him.
I already know this is going to be a multi-phase fight. Because it's the final
It's
boss. Why would it only be
actually
one
kinda-
phase?
It's worse than that. You know how it's just like, oh, I'll fight him twice. Nah. Nah, man. You wish it was twice.
Are they going to pull Brady Default and make you play half of the game, like, multiple times?
Oh my god, don't
Please
even-
no.
Like, I like Bravely Default. That's the thing. I like that game. I really do. It's just, holy crap, that's really such a slog. And it's just like, why?
And that's the general consensus. I heard, like, the first half of Bravely Default's amazing. Then the second half is horrible. And I've heard Bravely Second basically fixes that because of how bad the first game's, like, half ending was. They knew. So, Square kind of fixed it.
Yeah.
Which is good, but I don't think many people wanted to try it after they got burned out with the first.
Why did they... Like, what caused them to do that? That's...
I don't know. It was a very weird decision to have the second half of the game just repeat itself, basically. Because without really spoiling what it is, it basically, like, there's, I think, like, a time loop thing going on. Because the game deals with time travel, I think. So you have to keep on replaying, like, one of the chapters for, like, 3 chapters, basically. You do a lot of the same things. So it's like you're playing the same portion of the game for half of it.
I'm actually surprised you're not upset that you have to fight Darkseid again.
I mean, we haven't seen this guy since the first hour, so it's not really that bad. And plus, Darkseid's super easy. Like, he's a free boss at this point in the game. Especially with this strength. I mean, look at this. He's almost dead.
I know
Okay,
a lot of
scratch that.
people-
He is dead.
You know, it's so funny because I noticed a lot of people were like upset, like, why do I have to fight this boss 3 freaking times?
I mean, if they'd made me do it 3 times in a row, I think it'd be worse. But at the very end, it's more or less just a filler boss, because why was he there? I mean, we just go straight into this, so it just shows he was just kind of a filler.
Oh, this
So it's
one's a
not
little bit
bad.
rougher.
Ansem 2 is kind of hard.
I mean, I can see that with his bum rushing tactic.
Yeah. You're gonna have to, like, yeah, do that. That
Yeah,
right
I
there
kind of
was-
learned it after his first swipe. You
And
wanna
as you
stop
can see,
moving?
you don't have Donald or Goofy with you.
Yeah, which honestly doesn't mean much because that's most of the fights in this game anyways.
I love the description of casual mode on Mega Man 11. It says, for those who haven't played a Mega Man game in a while, i.e. everybody.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it hasn't been a thing since 2010, so yeah.
i.e. everybody. Because, you know, Mega Man was thought dead for a while.
Mega Man kind of went in hibernation, forgot to wake up. His alarm clock was kind of busted for a couple years.
Oh,
Then
you
my
mean
number
like,
9 woke him up and said, you know what, I can do better than this.
I'm actually kind of glad in a sense because, you know what, I'm playing the demo right now. I just said, this is so much better than Mighty Number 9. I'm so
Yeah.
glad Capcom just was like, you're trying to kind of one-up us? How about no?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't help that the father, quote-unquote, of Mega Man kind of screwed it up, and everyone was upset because of the promise.
I think Hideki
And that is
can-
why people have to realize, Inafuru's not the father of Mega Man. He's basically the stepfather. He didn't create Mega Man. But everyone always says he did. So there's a lot of misconception. That's why the game got funded super quick, because of misconception. People
Hey,
thought
Allison.
he was the best one. Also, hey Allison, how you doing?
But yeah, I was just like, the thing is though, like, Hideki Kamiya said something on Twitter. He said that Inafune is a businessman. He's not
Oh,
a
yeah.
hero. I was like, yeah, I can kind of see that.
I watched a video about it like a couple months back, but like the only real game Inafune had like a lot of success with after he left Capcom was some weird mobile game thing, and the premise of the game was basically making eggs of like all the people who worked at Inafune's company and breaking them. So the best game he made was breaking Inafune. Literally, you broke him in half.
Pretty good. Also, I saw the Dying Dragon play the Mega Man 11 demo. It is good. I'm playing it right now, and I'm actually really happy because it's making me excited. I'm like, man, this is exactly how Mega Man should be. Capcom did a good job here, and I'm kind of glad they brought Mega Man back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised it took him this long to properly bring the character back after people were asking for him after Smash, because that was 2014, the character's relived, but it takes time.
Well,
I'm just glad they did it in
no,
general. Because honestly, I don't
I'm-
count any of the legacy collections. I was just gauging interest to see if people were going to buy a new Mega Man game, period. So they just re-released what they had to see what would
Yeah,
happen.
it's just like the old mixed with new. That's exactly it. They kept all Mega Man's moves from, you know, the classic games like the slide and the charge shot and all this other stuff. I'm kind of glad that they did that.
Oh, okay. So now you're in the dark
All right.
portion.
Now you're on the final boss.
So 3 faces down, 1 more to go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm actually kind of surprised.
Oh,
you actually,
title drop.
Look as hard as you are able.
Man, I would love to see one of the games title drop the 2.8 Collections title.
From those
Final chapter prologue.
all hearts
And then Sora goes, excuse me, what did you say? I don't understand this.
Now we need to count how many times he says darkness just in this scene alone.
Oh dear God, I heard that if you do a darkness counter for the game, most of it comes from this cutscene. I've heard
Yep.
darkness is said a lot in the last endgame stuff. Oh good,
By the way, there's your
he's the final fortress. It's like Egg Fleet from Sonic Heroes.
Yeah,
Except in a
that's
boss.
kind of how I said it too. It's just like, man, he's a ship.
Yeah.
He's a ship cruising in the dark void.
Oh. They die too many times anyways.
Up
Rip.
already? Come on, Sora. I thought you were stronger than that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the redesigns for Mega Man for like his new copy abilities because that actually gives character to Mega Man a little bit instead of it just being a freaking palette swap.
Yeah, because that was the biggest problem that the series had for the longest time. There was just palette swaps.
Alright. This fight is multi-phased.
That's a good thing they kind of heal you in between because I got everything back.
Yeah.
Also, Ansem, you're gigantic. You look a little weird this big.
Billy Zane, you look pretty big right now. Yeah, the electric power suit looks... Fuse Man's weapon looks really funny. I like Impact Man's weapon too. He's got like a grapple gun from like Bionic Commando. You know what the...
Yeah, I think
grapple gun? Yeah, he kind of has...
I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, I can afford the bum rushes for a bit because of how much MP I have, and he's giving it all back real quick.
Do you think we'll get Mega Man next time?
They said it depends on the sales for 11, so we have to see. What do they mean by it selling well? Like how many copies is well to Capcom? I mean, that'd be nice, but honestly, I really want them to go back to a more simplistic thing, like how they handle X4 and and earlier. Do not go X5 and later complicated. Because honestly, they overcomplicated the series starting with X5.
Do you think maybe it would be better if they did like Maverick Hunter X kind of like gameplay?
I mean, that'd probably be the best way to do it, because that's basically how X4 is. It gives like new things without making it too overcomplicated.
Lester knows he's got second chance, so he can be a little risky whenever.
Yeah, that, and have you seen how big my MP bar is right now?
Oh, that ain't nothing compared to what you can get.
Oh, true from what I've seen. Again, have you seen Goofy's health bar? It's pretty good in mine.
Okay, that's the first phase.
I should probably go save my friends.
Well, you're kind of forced to.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen this when I LP'd this game. You see all
Yeah,
these
this was a couple
parts.
years ago. I don't remember much of it. I do remember from a speedrun I seen that they used Mushu at the very end, and that's about it. That's a lot heartless. Sonic.
Hi, Iceberg.
What did you say?
He said in-game already. It seems though it was only last week when you were becoming the ultimate UFC Coliseum champion.
Well, once you get your belt, you have to find something else to do, right?
Yeah, he's pretty much done. Actually,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, honestly, it does feel good to be at
end
endgame now because, like, technically this was a playthrough going on since February. So it always feels good when you get to the end of an adventure when it takes a long time.
No, it was kind of funny because I said you were gonna take 2 hours, and you're just like, this is like the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do the rest of the
Yeah,
night?
what are you gonna do the rest?
Well, this is gonna be a very short session if that ends up to be the case. Because unfortunately, if I want to show off the other bosses again, to beat them, I need to grind for a little bit, and I'm not doing that on stream, so that'd be something else.
You could try like Sephiroth for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, which, like I said, if that did happen, we would probably just pop in something else real fast. I don't know what.
It took me over 1 year to beat my Let's Play of Snowboard Kids too. I've
Dang.
never played Snowboard Kids.
It's a fun game.
is that
I
a
heard
good
it's
game?
fun, yeah.
It's fun.
I know that was an N64 game, right?
Yeah. It's an N64 title. It's like one of the only third-party games you hear people really talk about. There's not many third parties you hear, but that's like one of them. That, anything Rare made, Glover you hear is a joke, but it's honestly not bad. I like it. Mission Maker's amazing. That's third party. To be fair, there's also Treasure, and I can't think of a single Treasure game that's bad.
Yeah. You dropped the barrier! Now you can go inside the ship. Oh, actually, no.
Yeah, I had to drop the barrier. Barrier skip's a little too hard.
Barrier skip is too hard. So how's your rando going, Allison? I know.
Yeah,
last
from what
year-
you told me, you found a lot of stuff in Bomb of the Well, so I mean, hopefully that opens up pretty much the rest of the game now for you, or at least most of it. Because when you told me you found like most of your go items there, like I think you said the bow was one of them. You found the boomerang not too long afterwards, which is really good.
I've been watching a lot of randos on YouTube here lately.
Yeah. Have you guys checked out the one I linked you to yesterday?
I haven't gotten a chance to sit down and watch it. I was gonna watch it like maybe like tomorrow or something.
Yeah. Well, honestly, when you do, you'll enjoy it because like watching a little bit of, like Nintendo Capri Sun play one, and now he's doing pretty much everything randomized. It's skull sanity, key sanity, the music's randomized, the text randomized, so it's just a goofy time. Oh, we found hookshot and bombs as well. Nice. And okay, you all speed 4s. Alright, that's really good. What are you playing it on? It's like a all medallions one? Is it like everything open? Like how'd you set it? I'm thinking by default it's all medallions. I'm thinking you're doing an all medallions one.
Attack the face of the ship. Attack the attack the bow. The bow.
Oh good, you already killed Goofy. Good going. Couldn't take it anymore.
I had to. Actually, I'm saying brow, not bow. Alright. That wasn't even a good pun. Never mind. I just suck at making puns now.
You were good.
I was good. Good to begin with.
Okay, you are doing all medallions one. Okay, that's good. Honestly, that's probably the best thing to do for your first one. It's either all medallions, you just open everything. But all medallions kind of force you to go and check most of the dungeons. That's pretty good. As of late, I've kind of been doing, when I've been playing on randomized, I've just been kind of open Ganon, just so I can go in there and check for stuff too. Which has been pretty nice.
Wait, is there different like modes you can play?
Yeah, like there's different ways you can have it set up. You can have it set where the requirements to beat the game is like all medallions, all stones, or you just have open Ganon's castle, meaning as soon as you start the randomizer, you can walk in the Ganon's front door.
Okay.
And so as long as you find the things to beat him, you can just go and beat him. So if you have it set to open Ganon, it could be like a super fast siege. You can beat it in like 4 hours if you get everything you need right away.
I'm sorry, I'm really dumb.
I mean, you haven't played through most of Ocarina, so...
Ocarina. I'm guessing Ganondorf's castle is not open
No,
normally.
in order for you to technically get into his castle, normal game, you need all the medallions and light arrows, which, when the game's coding, actually means you need Shadow and Spirit Temple medallions and then light arrows. It doesn't check the other ones.
Oh.
Kind of weird.
So he killed his face. He killed his face of the ship.
Now I blew off his head, so the ship's gonna sink. And there's the heart. Man, that heart looks depressed. Actually looks kind of like a skull ghost of some kind.
Yeah.
Too bad I can't summon yet. That'd be nice. There we go, now I can summon. I have to land on the ground to summon, which is a little annoying.
Summon Mushu.
Let me see if speedruns actually make sense with this. Or if the speedrunners just know what they're doing and I don't, which is probably the case. I have ethers to spare, I'm fine. Plus it also gets rid of my teammates, so I don't have to worry about anyone else dying.
See ya.
Don't worry about Donald, the freaking goofy guy.
Gotcha.
Oh, thanks, Allison. I don't know. I don't know because I haven't played Ocarina. I need to play Ocarina.
Yeah, like honestly, you want to play through Ocarina before you do a randomizer. You always want to play the game before you do a randomized thing of it.
Gotcha. See ya.
Okay. Was that it?
I feel like there's more to it than just that.
I think there's more. Is that it?
No.
Kill the heart and then. Oh, okay, I remember.
See?
Yeah, remember we still had Ansem that's sleeping at the wheel.
He was asleep and then he woke up and he had to fight him again. Okay.
Oh, I was enjoying my nap and then Sora killed the heart of the ship.
There's so many phases through this boss fight.
Yeah. It's kind of a long fight.
Donald get you. And then you got those stupid light beams.
And then this is like the final boss of Sonic Adventure 2. Well, the dang light beams they shoot at you. Oh, good. Added a darkness counter. He's saying it again.
Yeah, this pretty much is the final hazard of the Sonic Adventure when you really think about it.
Yeah, because he kind of does some of the same strategies. You have to fly through all these different shots. I mean, now he's doing different kind of lasers, so I can't say just lasers. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, there's darkness number 2. I'm just counting on this alone. Number 3.
Darkness. Are you playing a minigame as a Titan?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I know.
You're just eating people.
It's always
Weird.
weird.
Amber's playing Attack on Titan too. And she's playing as a Titan, going around eating people.
Wow,
I
okay,
swear
that's
I'm
definitely
not-
weird. He looks so chill when trying to kill you.
I love Attack
And
on Titan.
that's game.
We both love Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan's a great anime, man. We love it so much. We haven't watched season 3 yet. We're gonna wait until it's all done before we watch that down and watch it. Because we like to watch everything in one go.
On bulk.
And Lester beat the final boss of Kingdom Hearts.
He's done.
He's done. You beat it. Now you just have to watch the cutscene.
Yeah, I agree, Iceberg. The final boss for SA2 is really good. Live and Learn's probably one of my favorite Crush 40s. It used to be my favorite song from that band, but now I think it's Open Your Heart. I just really like both of those songs. But man, Open Your Heart just slightly takes the lead now.
It is futile.
See, season 3 is good stuff. Okay, good. She said it.
Cannot seal the door to darkness. Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts
1.5 final mix. Okay, you can just stop now with the title drop. You're getting confusing.
And here comes probably the most famous quote of the game.
Supreme darkness.
Not this one.
You're wrong. I know now. Without
This
a
one.
doubt. Kingdom Hearts
Kingdom Hearts.
is light.
It's like
Yeah. Honestly, you
Sucks
can
for
easily
you,
take
Ansem.
that. You can easily take that line from this cutscene and replace it with anything else at the end.
Yep,
I know
pretty
now.
much.
Kingdom Hearts is, and then just put your thing here. Now, thanks, Allison, for the tier 1 gift sub to Iceberg, and also enjoy your emotes now, Iceberg.
now Lester. Now you can spam. You can spam glitch face in the chat.
No, the what face, yeah.
Oh, the what face? Yeah.
Let's say the
Sorry.
glitch thing. That's on FFC. That's free. You know, I
Better
just
be
learned
free.
something actually interesting. September is technically a thing that's going on this month where you can subscribe to a channel with gift subs and then you can extend it for $1. Apparently, though, that doesn't start until the 10th. Which, that's confusing. Why are they waiting up until the 10th to start it? That's weird.
That is
Come on,
weird.
Sora.
Because they didn't do that last year. They just started on the 1st and ran the entire month. This year, it's only like 20 days. I kind of annoys me.
Now they're trying
be
to
honest.
close the door, and Riku's doing it from the other side.
Yeah.
The real Riku.
The real Riku.
And then you got Bad Hair Days over here trying to stop him.
There's the what face emotes.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one.
Uh-oh. Guess who? Guess who? We've been waiting all game for him.
Mickey.
Oh, I'm a mandatory appearance, don't you know? That sells the game.
But
I've only been in here for a grand total of 1 minute this whole entire game. You guys have been looking for me for the whole grand total of like 60 hours of this game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, they're coming.
Guess who? Who's that Disney character?
Yeah.
It's Pikachu!
Conveniently, Twitch does have a Pikachu emote. So, there it
That's
is.
a Pokken tournament. That's a Pokken tournament.
Yeah.
Bye, Riku. Couldn't save you.
Well, technically you did. He's alright.
Yeah.
Give it a couple games.
Actually,
Next game.
Next game.
Yeah.
It's out there, so.
I mean, what is next game when it comes to this dang lore anymore?
Next game.
Technically, it's supposed
memories.
to, yeah,
People
it's technically chain
It's
or
always
rechain,
chain
but
memories.
man, a lot
Yeah.
of people will say 2, and then they play it. I'm like, oh my god, I'm confused.
Like me,
Yeah.
because I was a dum dum.
Man, just wait until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. I'm gonna laugh about that. I'm gonna see so many confusing tweets about it, and I'm gonna laugh. Because there's so many games in between 2 and 3 this time.
I played Chain of Memories first too. Iceberg. That was the first Kingdom Hearts game I played. And you know what? I don't care what anybody says. I like Chain of Memories. Chain of Memories is a great game, in my opinion.
I mean, the version now I'll play in the future is gonna be this one on the compilation,
Yeah,
which is the PS2 remake.
PS2 remake is better. I like
Yeah.
it.
Doesn't matter. Captain Hook and that one's still a dick.
Yeah. Chain was a dick in that game though. Chain of Memories is great. A lot of people hate it, and I think it's just because it's the same people that played Kingdom Hearts 1 first, and they were just like, why is this Kingdom Hearts 1 just retelling? I'm like,
I mean,
context
from
is-
what I heard in terms of the main plot, most of what they do doesn't matter until like some of the end stuff that translates into
Yep.
2. So
Yeah.
that's not too surprising.
He was gonna rename Dick.
Yeah.
So pretty much because of what Sora did, he fixed the island. The Destiny Islands is coming.
No,
going
not
back.
just the islands, all the
all
worlds.
the worlds that got lost.
So, Final Fantasy characters can go back to the
I mean,
get out of Disney.
I don't think that'll ever happen because money.
Oh wait, Cloud can't go back yet because he doesn't have his remake yet.
Yeah, give that another decade.
Give that another decade.
As
I
sad
don't
as that
know, man.
sounds, that may actually be a reality.
Well, I don't know. Now that they're done with Kingdom Hearts 3, Nomura doesn't really have any like things getting in the way. So
Well, true, but the only problem is they don't have an idea of direction still. I mean, there's a reason why that project started over like 3 separate times, and it's been handed off to so many different devs. They don't know what they're doing yet. They have to get a solid plan before that game can really start development. Otherwise, it's just gonna be kind of repeat.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the 500 bits there, Iceberg. Yeah, congrats, we did it. It was a long journey to get here, but man, it's worth it. Like, I really enjoyed this, honestly. Like, it's a good game. And I'm normally not a fan of RPGs, but an action RPG like this, I can get behind easily.
then you
Story's
like,
confusing all heck. I'll admit that. Honestly, the main plot, I don't really get much out of, but this game, honestly, seems one of the better ones for main plot, because it's not really here for a lot of it. A lot of it's kind of you just going world to world looking for people, and just interacting with the different Disney worlds. I heard they
Honestly-
don't really get into a lot more of the plot in the main story until, like, future games.
honestly, Lester, I think the best way to experience Kingdom Hearts, how you have more fun with it. Like, yeah, if you want to understand the story, yeah, that's fine too. But
Yeah.
just go with the flow with the story, and just experience the gameplay for what it is. I think you'll have more fun that way.
Yeah, because from what I heard, if you just play it more for the gameplay and the worlds, you get a lot more out of the series. Which honestly does feel like the best way of doing it. I mean, that's why I play Bayonetta. I'm not playing that series for the main plot, because if I was, man, I would have left a long time ago. You play for the gameplay. And I feel like this is pretty much one of those games. You play for the experience and the gameplay.
Well, the first game is more tame.
Yeah.
with
I know the
story.
sequels get way more confusing. So
The
those
sequels
ones
get-
probably have more of that kind of applying to it.
I kind of agree with you on I can't wait until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out and then all the people are confused on freaking Twitter. I was just like, we all warned you.
Yeah.
We all warned you.
No, I can't wait to see all the people who are going to tweet out, I didn't know I was supposed to play a mobile game to understand the Kingdom Hearts 3 plot. Because that's going to be true, and that's going to be hilarious. Also, I believe this is the last game you actually see... wow, I can't remember her name now, because of how often we didn't see her.
What?
Kyrie?
Kyrie, there you go, thank you. Yeah, I think
No,
this is the last
season
game you
2,
kind of... Oh,
I
really?
reasoned to a lot.
I
Yeah.
heard it shouldn't very much that much of an appearance after the first, but to be fair, I think a lot of people kind of forget about 2 when it comes to her.
She's she's mentioned and kind of used a little bit in Chain
And she's
Memory.
also in Dream Drop Distance too.
Yeah, she's a major character in the game. She won't go away. But like later games, she becomes more of a sideline character. So.
Yeah, I think that's more or less why I've heard that. Like, she's kind of out of the main plot in some later games.
Yeah, later games. I think she will. I think she'll be a main character.
She better be.
Better be. Fine. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the highlights from this playthrough, Allison. The dang swing set game of Pooh World. Dear God. That was just a weird controlled game.
That was funny though.
Yeah, that's true.
Sora, you got quite a dorm on you. You sent me flying.
To the moon. 20 times. I think we're gonna go hurl.
You gotta like the moon as many times as you sent him there.
Yeah, really. Now, honestly, I felt like I did get the complete experience by playing specifically the PS4 Final Mix version of this game. Like, honestly, nowadays, there's literally no reason to go back to the PS2 version. You're missing out on some content if you are.
Well, and not only that, you have to scroll. You have to scroll through the menu a lot first.
Well, this cutscene's gone on for so long, my controller just decided to leave. Alright. Bye, controller.
Bye, controller. Nice knowing you.
This is why you turn off that, like, stupid darkness thing. I know, they add that to the counter. But this is why you turn off, like, that screen burn-in thing on your consoles, because these credit sequences always last forever. But, yeah, honestly, I feel like nowadays, you go play the Final Mix versions on the PS3 or PS4, you get the complete experience.
Yeah.
I played, like, what, the first hour of this with the PS3 version years ago? I just didn't have the time then to sink into it. Other things distracted me. So, using the stream as an excuse for this, honestly, was a good idea. And technically, we started this at a very weird time in my life because I was trying to get over some crap. So, it was a good distraction then. And then we kind of went on long hiatuses because of life, but, hitting it back strong these past couple weeks has been amazing.
Sorry we got married, Lester.
How dare you? How dare I leave this area for a couple weeks in the middle of this? Man, I should have never left. How dare I have a life?
I guess we should have waited until after the Kingdom Hearts stream was over to get married at that point.
When does Kingdom Hearts 3 come out? Okay, that's when you're allowed to get married.
Okay, so January, right?
And then it gets delayed. It's like, well, I guess we're delaying our marriage.
Oh God, trying to find a good reason to explain that to people.
Yeah,
I can't get married because my favorite game didn't come out.
That's
What?
hilarious.
Pinocchio becomes a real boy, but in later games,
He's back to being a puppet.
Yeah, so what happened? Pinocchio, man, something really happened to you.
He told a lie again, so they took his privileges. A real boy away.
I'm proud of you though, Lester, because you beat a lot of the optional bosses that a lot of people have trouble
You beat
on.
Kurt Zisa the first time.
And Phantom.
Phantom he died a couple times, but
Yeah,
but he beat him.
I mean, we learned more strategies. I mean, heck, I taught you guys something about the fight.
yeah,
So
he taught me.
we did learn over time. Some of these bosses, though, they are kind of difficult and they do require grinding. Others, if you're just kind of playing through the game normally and fighting everything along the way, you can probably beat most of the final, like, optional bosses like I did. Just by playing the game normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest highlight of this entire playthrough, Iceberg, is when I got that rare item for Donald.
Oh my God, I can't believe you got that.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't get the shield before this to make you even more upset, but man, we got the staff.
Like freaking 3 hours grinding enemies just to find that freaking thing because I wanted a trophy. That's why.
You trophy nut.
Yeah.
Trophy nut. So.
And this is why I play more Switch, because there's no trophies or achievements.
Yeah, I'm trying to break myself of being a completion. Not that it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I think some games are just not worth it. Because some are just, you get for free along the way. But then others require you to play the game like 6 separate times just to get one trophy or achievement. Those ones I hate.
What's like? Give me just a second, I'm taking.
That's fine.
He'll
Might
get
be
the
done by the
shield
credits
on.
before then.
He'll somehow get the shield in the credits.
Yeah, there you go. I found it.
God damn it, Lester.
But yeah, honestly, like, this was a good time. I'm glad I had you guys along the ride anyways for the code con, because that also sped up a lot of things. There are some things about this game you can easily do on the first playthrough, but others are kind of more tucked away that you might have to look up some guide for. So just having you guys along for the adventure really helped. And I don't just mean the code cons here, I also mean chat as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that does help.
I'm glad you had us in the stream because this is one of my favorite games, and I'm glad I got to watch you experience it all the way through. So
Yeah, it was a fun time too. So it really did help to have you guys along for the adventure as well. In a sense, it's kind of how I first started to play this. Like when you guys first picked up the PS3 version for me a few years ago, I think I was doing a Skype call with you guys at the time. That was a thing.
yeah.
And I was sharing some of the gameplay then. The farthest I think I got in that PS3 version was past the tutorial area. Got the Traverse Town. So, yeah, there was a lot of the game I didn't see after that. We've seen it here.
And hey, we kept the tradition. I mean, kinda. I got
Yeah.
to join you for Driver's Town at least.
Pretty much. So
And if
that's
anyone's wondering about that story,
yeah, I mean, when you did your Let's Play of the game a few years back on YouTube, every time I joined you for the CodeCom, it just happened to be in Traverse Town. So
Driver's Town. Yeah.
I got to see most of the Traverse Town stuff when I was just in CodeCom.
I mean, it probably helped you out though, because you were like, "Oh yeah, this."
I remembered some things about it, yeah.
And all Square Enix plus Disney staff and fans.
Because
Screw
there's
you
too
guys.
many to list.
Screw you guys. We'll just make it like this.
Don't worry, we're not on main number 9. We're not going to have a 4+ hour credits. We know how bad that gets.
Thank God.
Yeah.
It still amazes me that this game was made back when Square Enix was still Squaresoft. So
Yeah, because this is before the name change. The Square Enix didn't come into this game's credits until, I believe, the PS3 version.
yeah, because when this game was first made, it was still Squaresoft.
I think even when they did the final mix on PS2, it was still Squaresoft.
Yeah.
Also, here's your lead up to Chain of Memories right here. This one cutscene.
Oh, them walking down the road.
Yep, you got nothing to
Donald
do
and
now.
Goofy in their old normal outfits.
Oh, that's right. Oh, he's gonna like this. After this cutscene, you're gonna get a bonus.
I think I know what you're talking about too.
Yep. Because you found all Dalmatian puppies.
Okay, that I didn't know. I know you get like a results screen after all this, which tells you like how many times you died and such.
He's scared of that. He's like,
I mean, it's gonna be very inaccurate because we reset on some of those deaths to get items.
Gosh, that's the king's seal.
Hey, have you seen King Mickey?
have you seen King Mickey? Yeah, we saw him like
Goofy, do something about your dog.
Guys,
It's your dog.
let's
Go stop him.
Goofy.
You're a terrible owner.
Goofy's like, I am a gore, Sora. I am a dog.
Why you own a dog? This seems like slavery.
Yeah, even our dog was like, gosh.
Okay, I drank water when he did that laugh and almost made me do a spit take. What the heck was that laugh, Goofy? Yeah, why? Yeah, I agree, Iceberg. Why isn't Goofy just on all fours running right now? That'd be hilarious. He would catch up to his own dog faster.
You are the one that opened the door to the light.
Now, here you go. Here's your
There it is.
special
Another sock.
secret.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because I remember if you got all the Dalmatians, people said that you get the cutscene for Kingdom Hearts 2's reveal in Kingdom Hearts 1.
That's the thing. This isn't Kingdom Hearts 2. You want me to be honest? This is Kingdom Hearts 358 over half days.
Oh my
Yep.
god. Just
So
when you think the
way
series
in
wasn't
the future.
confusing enough.
Yeah. You want to talk about confusing? This isn't even Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah,
A lot
everyone
of
for
people
years
thought it
said it
was,
was
though.
2, because, yeah, they don't title drop here. At least I don't
Never
think they
did.
do.
It's actually a character in Kingdom Hearts 2, though. Not Riku, but the other guy.
Man, I didn't know we're watching some Neo. What? Speak up.
All this mumbo jumbo.
Dear God, so much Japanese.
I don't understand this mumbo jumbo.
I didn't know I set my PS4 to Japanese. I know I have a Japan account in here, but it's not the main account. Stop it. Oh, there's Riku all grown up. And that's it. Well, I don't get to see much of adult Riku or adult Kairi. I know my people.
I think
That's
that the last little part was Kingdom Hearts 2, I think.
That probably.
Alright, here's your result scene. Yeah, your result scene.
See, I can't talk either. It's someone else.
Yeah, that secret cutscene wasn't even Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, that's very confusing.
Which everybody's like, DS game? Those are really great looking visuals on a DS game. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I guess maybe it's only for the other modes, but I guess I don't see all the stats. I thought you did. I heard you did.
You do after this.
You do after this.
Okay, let me just wake up the controller. Wake up. There you go.
Wake up, controller.
You're supposed to
okay,
have that.
I guess not. Okay, we'll just pretend I died a lot. There you go. There's your number.
What?
And maybe you only get to see that in things like the critical modes, like level 1 modes or something.
I don't think so, because you should have gotten it normally.
Weird. I mean, either way, that was it.
Okay.
Overall, though, like, honestly, for the conclusion of the final thoughts, it was just a fun time overall. Kind of regret not getting into this series earlier, but I'm glad I at least able to play it now. Because it's a good series, honestly, or at least for gameplay-wise. Like, I enjoyed the first, and I heard the second and Birth by Sleep pretty much play the same gameplay as 1, and I know they get radically different starting with, like, Chain of Memories, but it's an experimental gameplay for some other games when I've heard.
2, in my honest opinion, is the best one gameplay-wise.
I think that's the general consensus. 2 is the best gameplay. Birth by Sleep is kind of like the hidden sleeper of it. Like, some people say it's bad, but a lot of people say it's good.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. This is just my opinion. I don't care for Birth by Sleep too much. I'm gonna be
so see, this is why, like, it's a mixed opinion about it. Yeah, I hear some good or some bad.
The thing I like about Birth by Sleep is the story. That's about it. I don't care too much about the gameplay, because the gameplay is too... It rewards grinding, and I don't like that too much.
Yeah, so if you're a fan of a grindy game, it may be better for you. I mean, that's what I'll have to see eventually, because I don't know, honestly. I want to at least stream the first. I don't know if I'll stream a lot of the others. If I did, maybe just the numbered ones, which would be very confusing story-wise, but would be more consistent gameplay. Because, again, I have no idea. Obviously, I'm doing something very different after this. This approach for having people join for a playthrough, it's a great idea, and I'm going to do it again in the future. Not anytime soon, so I can give that a little bit of a break. Scheduling's a bitch. But it was a lot of fun. And again, thanks both of you, Matt and Amber, for joining for the entire ride. That made things a lot more streamlined.
Yeah, I'm glad we could help, and help any way we can. I know. I'm kind of, be honest with you, I'm happy because in some aspect, like, you needed us to help you guide.
Yeah, because some things I did have to kind of look up in a way. Like, the Dalmatians obviously is a big help, the optional bosses as well. But then little things, like a quality of life upgrades, that kind of help.
But, like, a prime example, you didn't need us to help you fight. Like, Riku 2, like, prime example, Riku 2, you beat Riku 2 on your first try. A lot of people's first, like, attempts at this game, Riku 2 is a stone wall.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I died to Riku 2 like 4 or 5 times. My first
I think one of the biggest things that really helped was just the first half an hour of this game. Just knowing the differences between what things to pick and what kind of level system to choose, that also makes a huge impact on gameplay. And picking the night cycle where I level up later in the game faster is probably way easier for all these optional bosses.
Yeah.
I think that's why we got through them very quick too.
You beat Riku too. You beat Kurt Zisa the first time. I'm really surprised about
Yeah,
that.
honestly, the only ones we have left is Sephiroth and the exclusive boss, the Final Mix.
Yeah,
But those
unknown.
require grinding, so again, if we do ever go back to this game, it'll be a bonus session of just fighting those two guys. Because we can't do it tonight, obviously. It takes some grinding. But yeah, overall, it was just solid. I don't really think there's any major mistakes for this for a first playthrough. I don't remember any kind of roadblocks that wasn't optional.
I'm kind of glad the PS2 version, while it's great, it's kind of hard to go back to because one thing in particular, a prime example I used, and this is such a small thing. Like, you remember I told you in Halloween Town there was a missable Trinity in the original? Yeah, they moved that in Final Mix, and they fixed it, so that way it isn't missable anymore.
Yeah, there's a lot of
stuff
little
like that,
changes that really help for Final Mix, to be honest.
That's why Final Mix is, honest to God, the best way to play this game.
Yeah, again, there's no reason to go back to the PS2 version nowadays. You play it on PS3 or 4, which honestly nowadays is probably PS4, because most people have access to that instead.
Yeah. And it's only $20.
Well, that, and you get
want those?
every game outside of what's on 2.8 in just one disc.
Yeah.
So you
wanna
get
tell
like
that story
6
how you
games.
got this? You wanna
Yeah,
tell
so
this-
before we end it, actually, so we have some background music before I end this portion, because we may just play something else for a little bit, just as a distraction. But let's get out of here and just explore a bit. So, there was a little funny story about this. I wasn't originally going to pick this up, because I already had the games on PS3, both 1.5 and 2.5. So, what was it, 2017's Amazon Prime Day? They had a major glitch where there was a discount on things, and then the discount happened again. So I got this game during that because it double glitched on me. So I got this game and Kingdom Hearts 2.8 on the PS4 all for like $30, which is
And
insane.
Mind you, 2.8 just came out.
Yeah, and that had like a 20% discount at the time or something on that sale, and then it had
Yeah.
like another one on top because of the glitch. And then this was on sale, I think, for 20, but because of the glitch, it was like $10. Well, it was weird. I don't know why my monitor's reconnected itself, but yeah, yeah, it was a weird glitch that allowed me to get both of the games for super cheap. And I wanted to get the PS4 version eventually because it fixed the frame rate and the loading from PS3.
Yeah.
So it's just an overall better version.
I couldn't believe that. That was
Yeah,
that
so
was such a
thank
fun
you,
day.
Glitch Prime Day. Too bad your Prime Day this year was crap, Amazon.
It was.
But yeah, no, it was good timing. I'll say that. But yeah, I think that'll like the wrap up. Yeah, no, this was fun. I really enjoyed. I'm glad I had people along for the ride, and I'll definitely try more of the games in the series because man, there's a lot of catch up to do before 3. So I got games to play even when 3 comes out.
You got time though. I mean,
Yeah.
even if it comes out in January, you don't have to play it right away.
Oh, I'm not. I don't have it pre-ordered because I'm not gonna pick that game up at launch. I'll wait months because I got plenty of other games before I can even play that. I'll be confused if I play that right now, so I'm good.
Who's Xanort?
Yeah,
You have
I
to
mean, I
play the
don't know.
prequel.
Who is everybody?
You have to play the prequel. And you have to play the 3DS game.
And the
you
mobile
have to
game.
play and the mobile game.
Kingdom
Actually,
Hearts
don't
is
really
darkness and confusing.